keeping my eyes sharp.
Right there.
They don't know what's up with this. Gotta be another switch to hit it. And wait, that's yellow. Right there is yellow. Yellow normally means new area. That might be the landmark. That might lead me to it. So that might be the landmark. Either way, I want to open that door because it's gonna bother me for the end of time. So definitely. It was a 2 above the last one? I think so. Let me check. Material. Is this where it showed me it? No. Meals. Yeah. The 3rd to last and the 2nd to last one. Between luxurious coleslaw and fresh vegetable juice. And if I missed them and I could get them now, I will. That has to be the landmark. It's yellow, which means new area, and it connects with VIII Monastery. Question is, how do I hit this switch already. Not saying interact. I mean, maybe the switch really is above. I bet the last landmark I can't get right now because there's only one question mark on the map. So the last landmark must be in an area I haven't been to. Maybe like the Seren Garden or something. Because there's only one question mark. So this is probably the only one I can get right now. And again, I think this one might be in VIII Monastery because the little like intersection's yellow, and normally that means like a new area because red means you're in the same area but you're going to a new section of the area. Yellow normally means it brings you to a new area entirely. And like I said, it's this close to VIII Monastery, and the way this map works is a little weird. So there's my proof on why I think that is probably the penultimate landmark. I'm not going to say the last one, because the last one I probably just can't get now. Which would make sense, because there's no question mark. There's only one. Despite needing 2 landmarks. Is there a switch in this room? No, there is not. It actually kind of looks like I go from one side to the other because there's a switch behind there. Like behind the door that I can't enter. Keeping my eyes peeled though. Is it this one? No, can't be. It's the one I hit. He's gone. He's gone. This one door is gonna be the death of me. Hit this already. This one I just hit, and I was like, oh, I thought I hit that. Dude, how on earth do I open this? I have no freaking idea. This place is only so big. I must be really blind if there's a switch that I missed a few times, but this place is only so big. I'm like running out of places to look. Yeah, I get there from like another side. Okay, you know what? We can come back to VIII Monastery. I want to move on the story. and when Raptor gets the location points up, I can do it by that.
This place is amazing.
Don't interrupt me, Sahad.
It's the same place from Donna's memories. What a relief. The prayer tree was able to protect Seren Garden after all. This place is beautiful! Yes, but the Tree of Psyches is...
It seems much bigger than when we saw it in your memories.
Let's examine it.
It probably just grew over time like all the other trees that Donna made did.
Now, let's go!
Give me a second, sorry, I have to text someone. Alright. How's it doing? Not good. Didn't work. Trees continued to grow since my era, and while it has grown in power, it seems the number of psyches still isn't enough. Sorry, send my brother a thumbs up. He was asking me a question that he needed an answer to ASAP. Sorry I got your hopes up, everyone. Yes, an apology is unnecessary. If anything, we should be thanking you. Yeah, besides, maybe there's another way. I read about this in a book. Just give the tree more fertilizer, then it'll grow. In which case, more fertilizer would mean more psyches. If that were possible, Donna wouldn't have needed to work so hard. What should we do, Adol? My head's no use for this sort of thing. Your head's not useful for anything, Sahad. Yeah, the landmark names ideally are what I want, because then I know which ones I'm missing. The Wardens. And a simple can I get them now or not? Which again, that question mark has to be a landmark. The last one might be one I can't get. Well, what's going on here? This place should have been destroyed by the tectonic shifts that predated the human era. This is her doing, no doubt. No matter, restoring the garden was an exercise in futility. Well, hey, Ura. Sarai. Yeah, I was gonna make a joke. I know who you are. So you regain your memories. Adol, you and your companions may rest easy. As I said before, we are merely observing you. You have my word that we will not cause harm to you or this place. Your word, huh? I think we could trust them. Are you sure? Yeah, they said the same thing to me in my era. Their duty is just to observe. Yeah, give us the lore of this place. About Seren Garden. I thought you knew what it was. Why else would you be here? We learned that you're the creator of Seren Garden. Why would the Warden of Evolution create a means of defying the Great Tree? I understand now. You're sharing Donna's memories among yourselves. Surely you know what makes someone worthy of being chosen to become a Warden. Only the brightest soul among the species is worthy of being chosen. Correct, which is why I tried to do exactly what Donna's attempting. I defied the Lacrimosa in hopes of saving my people. Did you all do that? Yeah, though our species and eras differ, that one commonality runs through all of us. I extensively researched the Lacrimosa, forgoing food and sleep in hopes of saving my people. I discovered it could be stopped, but only by amassing a vast number of psyches. Thus did I use all my knowledge and power to build Seren Garden. Even so, the psyches I amassed in my era were too few in number. And so, having done all I could, I watched my world die. My word. Simon, welcome to the stream. How's it going? I too tried to save my world using the same means as my compatriot here, but the outcome was no different. The span of time required to amass the number of psyches needed is beyond your reckoning. Ooh, so I find it interesting, all the wardens kind of like, similarly to Donna, tried to defy the Lacrimosa. I don't even need to say it, but my word, this story is so good. I love this plot. I don't get it. Why'd you even become wardens in the first place? Our families and loved ones were taken from us. I thought you were going to say it was your fate or some nonsense. Can you even imagine what it feels like to be the last living member of your species? I can imagine. Well, Sahad can't, but I could. Only the omnipotent might of a god could unleash the heavens' wrath upon Eternia. Faced with the power of the Lacrimosa, all we can do was succumb to despair. When psyches succumb to despair, they are captured by the Great Tree of Origins. By this process, the Great Tree creates a new Warden of Evolution. But if that's true, then you, of all people, should understand the situation we find ourselves in. If there's even a chance of preventing the Lacrimosa, no matter how small, then we... You have my sympathies, but please do not misunderstand me. Huh? I've since come to accept the necessity of the Lacrimosa. As a warden, I have witnessed this world's iterations for a long time. Stagnation and deformation accumulate as long as a single species continues to claim unabated dominion over the Earth. Species must be refreshed periodically to maintain the integrity of the Earth. There's no reason why you humans should be the exception to this rule. Perhaps it's selfish of us to feel this way. We can't surrender the memories we've made together here in the present. I love this theme is really interesting of like, hey, despair, like having to face reality, having to face the fate of the Lacrimosa and everything against like add-on friends, like, oh, the memories we shared, we have to at least try, like not giving in. I like it. It's really neat. Nor can we surrender the dreams we've entrusted to the future. It would seem there are other humans whose souls are as bright as Adol's. I also selfishly defied the Lacrimosa until the end. Your sentiment is not lost on me. Adol would not have been chosen to become a warden if he were the type to give up now. This too must be the will of the Great Tree. I see Raptor putting a bunch of landmarks all right when I'm at this cutscene. I'm seeing your messages. I'm trying to get through the dialogue first, but I am going to read it. I also saw the recipe thing. The more hope you have, the more despair is created when that hope is finally crushed. Let's allow Adol to do as he pleases and may hasten both his and Donna's ascension into our fold. I'm sure the Great Tree is eager to welcome back its disgraced daughter. So be it. We'll provide you with as much evidence as we are permitted. Really? Yeah, please listen very carefully to what I'm about to say. If you wish to defy the Lacrimosa, then you must grow the tree. But I thought it didn't have enough psyches to grow. How are we supposed to... The psyches flowing into here belong to those who lived before the Lacrimosa appeared. The innumerable psyches of those who faced rejection are contained with the Great Tree. Should you release those psyches from the Great Tree, the number of psyches flowing into here will increase and cause the tree to grow. How do we release the psyches from the Great Tree? I'll explain the process in greater detail once you arrive. Adol, can you make your way to the Great Tree of Origins? I could, but I got some other stuff to do first. We'll be waiting for you at the Great Tree and make sure to come fully prepared so you can face what lies ahead without regret. Ooh, that might be the final dungeon. He didn't sound very convinced that we could stop the Lacrimosa. The nerve of him. The Lacrimosa is the law of the land. They've been observing it for a long time, so I understand why they might be skeptical. But we're not turning back. Yeah, if we don't do anything, the world's gonna end. Much as I'd love to walk away from this, we gotta do what we gotta do. Let's go, Adol. I got plans first. First and foremost, Okay, there are no quests yet. I'm assuming they're gonna maybe... I still think they're gonna add another one. Like, come on, they're going to. They have to for Griselda and Sylvia. I also wouldn't be surprised if Donna had another quest because her approval's at 3 and we got 2 gifts for her. Characters never have more than 2 gifts. No matter how many primordials come, we'll never give up. Isn't that right, Adol? For some reason, I feel more courageous hearing that from you. Adol, please be careful when you go out. We can take care of the village ourselves. It was supposed to be a recipe I got from Nia, I thought. But I just talked to her and I didn't get it. I will... Where's Lapis Mineral Vein? Lapis Mineral Vein, Lapis Mineral Vein. I don't remember where that is. I think I remember the place vaguely, but... Did you get the what's beyond 24? Oh, the Silent Tower? Yeah, I didn't beat the level 80 enemy yet. I plan to do that. Not the last. I'm gonna do it before the final boss, but I want that to be like one of the last things I do. I could probably take it if I was like in the 60s. I don't think I need to be 80 per se, but I am like 58, 59, so I'm a little too low level. I need to be a little higher level for that. Where is Lapis Mineral Vein? Oh, it's a, okay, it's a... Wait. Lapis Mineral Vein, once you... There's one in the Lapis Mineral Vein, but it says I got all the chests in the Headwater Falls. This is the Lapis Mineral Vein. There's 3 chests. I got them.
This is rare.
Might as well grab all this again, though. It says I got all the chests here, though. Vein Mine? I have no idea. So many locations in this game, and I don't memorize them by heart. Oh, what's this? That's East Coast Cave. All right, let me count these landmarks. Cobalt Crag, Zephyr Hill, Birdsong Rock. That'd be really annoying. Milky White Vein. I'm reading this landmark list so I can get a better... I got Cobalt Crag, Birdsong Rock. I'm gonna try to go in the order that the list has them. Rainbow Falls, Beehive I have. Ooh, Indigo Mineral Vine, have that place. Beach Remains, yeah. I was gonna say Unit Calamities is one I don't have, but nah, I see it right here. Terra Sequoia, that one doesn't sound like one I have. No, I have Para Sequoia.